All right, hello everybody. I'm at an airport, but I wanted to make this video before I forgot. These are kind of like vlogs, video logs, because I get this insight all the time and I always want to remember it. And then I always just have this idea of like, pass it on. And so I'm going to just talk lightly. It was this idea is if you have trauma in childhood, and a lot of us just didn't feel understood or known or liked or whatever. It's not like you had to have specific abuse or whatever. It's just when you feel this lack, you feel like they're just not getting you or not being present, or you weren't held enough as a child or whatever, or just our egotism does this. It always wants more and more and more. What I've noticed is what we try to do is we try to go get more. We try to go get it our own way. And so it's like understanding our proclivity to addictions or whatever. Once you understand that you're trying to fill up this emptiness because you kept experiencing emptiness and you're trying to fix it yourself, it will help you. It'll help you once you notice that. We can't fix it with addictions. We can't fix it by trying to please other people. We can't fix it by trying to manipulate other people to like us or whatever. And so once you notice this, what's really helped for me is understanding, like, people call it unity consciousness, or not this, we live in this world of duality, but I see it in Christianity, in the real understanding, the mystic understanding, the essence of what Christ was teaching. Now, I welcome all religions. I always say that because I do. But I'm not trying to lead anybody off the true path, what the true path of spiritual path is. Even if you go into the Old Testament, like if you're Jewish or Christian, or just understand that King David wrote Psalm 23 with the help of the Holy Spirit. It's like, the Lord is my shepherd, and it's the shepherd's the same word for best friend. It's just a one letter difference or something, or it sounds like that. And the word for Lord is the I am. So that's the self-existing one, the absolute infinite beingness. Now, don't get scared off by these terms. Just understand that if you had trauma in childhood or addictions, or your proclivity to go towards addictions, when you start knowing this oneness, and you start trusting God, divine love, for everything, then you start noticing, like, everything else is going to leave me empty, just like I was in childhood. You can care about those things secondarily, but it's like having to learn how to surrender, how to go back to this oneness. If you read Thomas A. Kempis's book, The Imitation of Christ, or Jean-Pierre de Caussade, The Abandonment to Divine Love, it teaches you this. Even The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle's book, teaches you this. Now, he goes off some. I'm about to take another class on, did I have something? I can't tell if there's something in my teeth or on the, they just gave me some food here, but a week-long class by Eckhart Tolle, How to Teach Presence, which is teaching how to go back to the source. All my videos are already talking about that. When you go back to the source, it begins to heal all these old wounds. It's not, I'm trying to get people to be religious. It's just, we come from the one. When you start meditating on the one God, it's the triune, let's say, the one, but it's oneness, the self-existing. Sometimes people call it the absolute infinite beingness. When you start meditating on that and dwelling in that place, it's, if you're a Christian or you understand it this way, then it says, we died with Christ, and we are also raised up with Christ, with him, dwelling with him next to God in heavens, you know, or anyway, that's enough. I just was noticing how beautiful it is. It's so beautiful to let go, because finally you can get out of that anxious, neurotic mentality of always reaching, always looking, even looking spiritually for stuff, when you can know how to do that. Now, I really want to link John Butler's video about who is to blame. It's not about blaming anyone, but he really teaches you in that one as well how to get in touch with this oneness. He's a Christian. He's been doing the Jesus prayer. If you understand, the Desert Fathers taught the Jesus prayer as a meditation to get out of this duality thinking. We're always going to be empty, because Eckhart Tolle says this in The Power of Now, every time you're chasing a form, forms change, so you're always going to be left empty. So our proclivity, again, is to repeat our childhood, because that's all we're used to. That's all we were taught by their actions that were worth. And so it's no wonder we're seeking, trying to find this and not finding it, and thinking we find it with every new thing, you know. It's really weird to just sit and surrender. All right. Much love.